Joining me in the studio is Josh Lautenberg of Engel and Volkers. So whether you're looking to buy or sell a home, they have an international network to help you do that. Good morning, Josh.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Thanks.
So I heard that you are part of a band.
Yes, yeah. I am part of a band. I always joke, real estate's my alter ego. Being in the band is actually what my persona really likes to do. So and Megan over there has seen us play, or heard about us, I guess I should say. But yeah, play drums in a band, and we actually have made the rounds throughout Eagle County and playing quite often. We played the Vail Mountain School Gala a few weeks ago, and we're playing. We played at actually the opening of Birds of Prey last week with Ted Ligety, so that was kind of fun.
Well, that is what I heard about.
Yeah.
I'm just curious as to who was your inspiration to go into drumming?
Oh, well, back then in the 80s, it was Neil Peart from Rush.
Oh, okay.
And we all had these massive drum sets. We all tried to be like him. And
so it
everything else.
wasn't
So Rush
Animal
was big.
from the Muppet Show?
It was Animal a little bit, yes. As far as how loud and wild I tend to play, yes, that's an Animal influence there. But no, back in the 80s, we had all these great drummers, and the music we play is actually 80s cover and 90s cover. So we play a lot of that kind of stuff, and it's very familiar to people, and that's why people like it.
Well, in addition to musical excitement, you had an exciting announcement to make. You guys just sold a pretty pricey property, a very nice place over in the village.
We did something sort of that is pretty rare to see, which is a property I just sold for $11.2 million over at the Tyrolean. The interesting thing about the Tyrolean is it's an older building. There's about 12 condos in the building, and this particular condo sits somewhat on its own. It was the former restaurant at the Tyrolean. It used to be the Blue Cow restaurant back in the 70s and early 80s. Then it was just the Tyrolean restaurant for years. And in 2006, a local developer transformed the property of the space into a gorgeous condo. And you would never know it used to be a restaurant.
Yeah.
So my sellers come from London, and they'd been in the property since 2006, since the redevelopment, and decided this year to sell it, not spending as much time in the property as they'd like to. The kids aren't visiting as much. And I had it on the market September 2nd was the first day. We started off with a bit of a price reduction from the previous listing to $12.9 million. And then the buyers came through another broker in town who had been keeping an eye on it, but waiting for the price to get a little bit closer to their range. And then we went under contract November 1st, and we just closed about a week and a half ago. So it's been really exciting.
So that didn't spend much time on the market.
It wasn't on the market
and
long.
It was very close to its asking price.
Pretty close, yeah. And it indicates the fact that people are really looking right now. That there are a lot of high capacity buyers out there. My property sold with probably about 5 others in that $2,000 to $3,000 per square foot range over the last 6 or 7 weeks. So it shows that people are buying. The economy is good, and when they find something they feel is perfect for them, even if it's a little bit above market or a little hard to gauge as far as value relative to other sales, people will make an offer and buy something like that. So I always tell people on a property like that, it's hard to really evaluate price. There are not a lot of comparable sales in that range.
So Josh, we can find you at 2 different locations
That's right.
here in the Vail Valley.
Exactly, yeah. So we've been in Vail Village for a long time, before when we were setting up real estate, of course, for many, many years. And in the last 2.5 years as Engel and Volkers, and we opened up in Beaver Creek in June. So we're right across from the Villar Center there, and both our locations are easy to find. We've got beautiful properties in the windows, and we always have a broker on staff there 7 days a week, about 8 hours a day. So always available to answer questions, show property, and talk about the market.
Well, thanks for coming on the show to talk to us about your properties and your
Appreciate it.
locations.
Thank you.
Stay tuned. Coming up next, Megan has your weather forecast.